today's wild card matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Patriots going up against the Colts.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wild card matchup between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun, Luck. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. On first down, they go with Dixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Love. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 3rd down, here's Dixon. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the give, this is Dixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
They'll try the air now with Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taylor Gabriel from 3 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is right through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Here's Locke. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Throwing is Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Taken from just outside the 30. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's it, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Here's Trubisky to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Pernell McPhee. A able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Luck on first down. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian-Jenkins. Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, now look at 56. Look at back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Complete to Forsett. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they try the right side here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. On third down, Trubisky. Now he's forced out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And down he goes goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Here's Luck now on second down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Going deep here for Landry. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Green, 39. Watching that guy in that Philly. Here we go. Watching that Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. Watching that Barney. Barney.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right at the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a handoff working right, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
On second down, Trubisky. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Damon Harrison breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Damon Harrison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he finds Forsett. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Now a handoff here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll fake it. Now Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people play.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Going right back to Smallwood. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It's Dixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And he hits Drake. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Inside the 30. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff for Dixon. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. He'll look to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Colts on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taylor Gabriel with time running out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now it's Trubisky. Complete to Forsett. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.